Hopefully, I am thus now live on YouTube. Woohoo! Where we're 15 minutes late, but I do promise that we're gonna go for at least 60 minutes, an hour from now, and that is gonna be great. So we're just gonna give people a couple of seconds and stuff to get in. I'm gonna tweet out the stream so that people know that it's existing and that it's going on, and we'll get it started. We'll have tons of fun. Did I not even? I didn't. Did I save? Did I save my thing? I don't know. Whatever. Everything is looking fine. All right, all right, all right. We got one person in the chat. At least we got one viewer. Who knows who it is? That person has not said anything as of yet. But I do like seeing hello. That is Kim Yoon-soo in the chat. What is going on? Or I guess as to the order of the name properly, it's Yoon-soo Kim. Toe viewers. All right, so I'm gonna do a little chat right here. Actually, let's just ask: is the audio okay, so that I don't actually have to get onto my my laptop here and check it out myself? So you could tell me instead. All right, so let's start this off first by giving a basic kind of rundown recap of the way that things have gone on the channel for the first week of the year. So I know by the way, if anyone actually is like concerned or curious, I will be doing like an actual like. All right, awesome. So I will definitely be doing a in-depth like analysis, I guess you would call it, of basically the like my I will go into my YouTube stats and stuff like that over on my Patreon page. So if you're interested in looking at and actually seeing the numbers and all that stuff, and now I'm offline. Why am I offline? Shouldn't be offline. If this is the way that it's gonna be, I'm gonna be super duper irritated. Okay, so problem solved, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, like I was saying, so we're gonna go into like super in depth with like YouTube stats and all that stuff over on my Patreon page. It's gonna be great, and this is only gonna be viewable by patrons only, because that's just the way that it's gonna go. So if you're interested in that, then get in there. It's only gonna be like $1 a month pledge to do that if you want. You don't have to do that, of course. It's not a choice. But just the way that it's gone basically is that, well, the first week has gone relatively okay. So December was a fantastic month for me, well, compared to the rest of the months this year. So I'm super pleased with the way that last month has gone. So far, we're off to a pretty good start in many ways, but also not particularly maybe a good start in other ways. My view counts on stuff are super rock solid and going up like daily, which is good. the only downside to what's going on and all that is that um since I come on, you cannot do it. I don't fucking understand this, dude. All I want to do whatever. I'm just doing the best that I can. Oh god, that's magnetic. Just trying to do the best that I can with fuck with my internet. Anyway, so the video that I uploaded to discuss, make basically like doing this for a living, because I would like to do that. And maybe it was potentially also my twice video. I don't specifically know, but it drove a lot of people away, which is the now, please, for the love of God, can we get on with the goddamn stream? Holy shit. Like, I'm just going just super terrible quality video just so that I can actually do this, which it should be fine, and I'm okay with that. But like the internet, something's got to give with this, because this is bad. But yeah, so there's no really point in talking about that anymore. Um, Actually, we'll continue talking about that, because why not? I've got one person in the chat or something like that, um, which is awesome. So if there's anybody who's still here who's watching and stuff like that, that's awesome. But anyway, so as I was saying, the video and the discussion, or not even discussion because there was no discussion, but me basically having my monologue about using the channel and my audience and stuff like that to make some money was, I don't know, I don't think the people really liked it that much, which I guess is understandable. But at the same time, like, I'm not asking, or I'm not giving the options or exploring those options without reason. Like, I really want to do this because I really really like covering K-pop and Korean music, and like, if I want to quit my job at Walmart and do this full time, I need money. So I talked about that, and that kind of drove some people away, which was kind of frustrating and irritating. But hey, if they didn't want to be around, if they don't want to, they don't like the idea of, or they don't like that idea, then hey, that's perfectly fine with me. So there was that, and then twice my twice news video, I don't know specifically, but overall I've ended up losing basically all of the subscribers that I've gained over the month of December, which sucks. But ultimately I think the audience is stronger because of it. So that is that. And now that I have come back and we're strong, and apparently we're not going to be dropping any frames, and the stream's going to be cool, and we got viewers, let's talk about K-pop. Anybody out there in the chat want to talk about anything specifically before I just bring something up and start discussing it, and or give my side of the thing of it, and then that's where we go. So is there anybody out there who's got anything that they would like to add to as a like participation or something like that? If there's anybody, I gotta actually plug in headphones here so that I can hear where the stream is at, so I'm not like completely lost. What about Rania, Bobby, or Bobby Rhodes, Mr. Rhodes, Bobby? What about Rania? Because I personally think Rania, this comeback has been kind of a mess. But that's, of course, that's just my opinion. So I just want some clarification of what that specific topic is. All right, let's talk about 21's last single, their final song, their goodbye song. That's a good topic. I had a nice experience regarding that last night. if any of you follow me on Twitter, and you might realize that's a super good topic. So 21, of course, is going to be coming out. They're going to be releasing one final song as a farewell to their fans, and like that's cool. Bad thing though, only what is it, minus Minzy? She's not going to be a part of it though, so it's not really 21. It's 3 of the members, whatever. That kind of just indicates, of course, that the relationship and there's bad blood right there, which that's fair enough that you wouldn't want to be included in that if you like are not particularly happy with everybody else and with other people, members of the group. But the thing that I kind of commented on to like kind of ask people on Twitter yesterday was that of course it's nice and awesome that 21 is going to be coming out with the final song. But see, the thing is, they could have worked. But okay, so the reason Minzy's with a different agency, they could have worked something out. But that's also a good reason. But whatever. But that honestly isn't really like the main question or the main point thing that I want to like touch on with what I'm talking about here. The big thing, which I asked, just throw it out there on Twitter, which apparently was a bad idea, was people's just general feeling on the fact that the song they're going to be releasing is a song that was written by CL that was intended for her US career, which YG took and looked at and was like, hey, that's a really nice song. We're going to repurpose that for a farewell song for 21. And so I asked the question, like, what do people think about that? Don't people think that's a little suspicious? And I got a fair amount of positive response from people who were like, yeah, we're not really super huge fans of that. And of course that also brought out the people who are very clearly more fans of CL than the rest of 21, who made some comments and stuff like that about the rest of the other members, just immediately went to just drag them. And that was cool. It was a really great start to our discussion. And so, my reply, which should not have replied, was a bad idea. I have learned my lesson on Twitter. First ever interaction with these kinds of people on Twitter, and I have learned. But I was like, how is whatever it is that these people are doing on social media and stuff like that have any relevancy to the perception that many fans have that YG has been favoring CL over the rest of the group? Because that definitely is a feeling that a lot of people have, I do believe. And that just opened up the floodgates of people telling me and attacking me too at the same time, and also antagonizing me to argue with them about how favoring CL, well, what about all the early years of 21 and all that stuff? But it's like, that's not even what we're talking about. We're talking about now, the last couple of years. Because the way that I view it, just as someone who's not a fan of 21 or CL or any of those people in like a huge degree, is that, well, we haven't heard anything from YG, or at least I haven't really, about anything regarding 21, what's going on with them, what their plans are for the last 2 or 3 years, while the company has been pretty heavily involved in, CL solo work, CL in the United States, hooking her up with Scooter Braun and all of the people that he knows in the United States. And, the result of that is she's gotten 2 officially released songs that are like under her name, plus Dr. Pepper, some performances in the United States and all this stuff. So they've done a lot of work with her, and there's been like zero talk of like anything that the 21's got. So that's the perspective that I'm coming from. And they're coming at me like I'm attacking CL, trying to, that I'm a hater of CL. It's like, I don't hate CL. I don't have an opinion of her one way or another. She's worked hard for what she's got. So, I don't get it. Ultimately, all of the tweets that I made have been blocked because I don't want to deal with those people, or have been deleted. Those people have been blocked because those are not people I want to be interacting with regularly. but that whole thing is cool. It's pretty shit when you've got, you know, a group that's disbanding, and you got a group of fans who are biased towards one member, who are, you know, shitting down the necks of other fans and the other members, because, you know, they feel it's CL's time over everybody else, because she was on the low end. You know, she was on the low end of the totem pole for all the years of 21. So now it's her time. Everyone can be below her now. She's worked really, really hard for what she's got, which she has. But at the same time, YG as a company could, you know, manage the perception of how they view 21 a little bit better. Like at the very least in this instance, right? Song as their farewell very easily. Fucking A, come on. Are we back? We better be back. We better be back. Come on, please. Please. Please, don't do this to me. Please. I hate this, man. I hate this so much. I was going strong. He interrupted me. Fucking A, man. What's the point? Seriously, what the fuck is the point? Yeah, no, man, that's I know I'm lagging. It's all because of my internet right now. Um, this is awesome. I love this. The internet is my best friend. I love it so much. Come on, please, please, for the love of God. I'm just trying to fucking have a little. Good God. Why is this so What is I don't understand what is so flippin' difficult about this. Like, all I'm trying to do is fucking live stream some shit freaking video, some shitty quality video. What the fuck? Come on. Please, 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 please. I'm begging. Oh my God. I don't even know. I don't even think that my part is even live. Cool. So now you got me typing, but the video is no good. I hate this shit so much, man. Like, good lord. Why do I even try and do this, right? If what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Now I'm in the green. My encoding software says that I'm in the green. Hoo-hoo. Okay, now I'm not in the green anymore. Jesus Christ. All right, whatever. I mean, as long as I'm connected and the fucking audio is coming through, that's really the only super important thing that I care about at the moment. Because we're trying to have a conversation with you guys. So that's cool. Anyway, so I don't know where the hell I was even going with that. What we were even really talking about. We were talking about 21 in their final song. I do know that, but yeah, that was that. I don't know. I mean, I just was fighting off crazy CL fangirls who are, trying to put me in my place, when I was apparently hating on CL and, just being a shitty person or whatever. And, of course, that wasn't the case. Whatever was I was saying was really more criticism of YG than anything else. And hey, it was further, confirmation of the kind of people that I do not want to be a part of my community. And yeah, that's really it. So I'm glad that the only thing that's happening with the live stream at the moment is that the video is lagging, because like I said, at the moment the audio is the most important thing, and I'm doing the best that I fucking can. Unfortunately, it's not very good, but it's super frustrating because I should be able to stream this at like a much higher video quality and not lag, but the internet is like, I don't know what the deal is. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go out and like get some like a signal booster or something like that for the Wi-Fi to see how that works, because like where I'm at in the house is like the furthest possible place it could be from the router, so that's obviously an issue. So that was 21 and their new song, which I'm stoked that they're going to be releasing a brand new song. That's just the very base of what I think about that. It's nice. I mean, I'm not particularly super duper excited because I'm not really a fan of the group too much, but I'm really really glad that the fans are going to get something, because the group just slowly died over the last 2 years, you know. So, I'm happy. I am happy about that. Um, if you guys have got any topics from like the last week, or news or anything in general, just throw it out there in the chat, and I will do my best to file it away in my memory so we can just continue going with the talking and stuff. But yeah, of course, I'm also the entire point of this is to talk to you too. So, hopefully, I don't know, we can do that to an extent. I'm not worrying about the video all the time. So, I don't know. It's, by the way, if it's really disorienting when I'm hearing myself talk in this ear that's on a slight delay from what I'm actually saying with my mouth. So that's why I just paused right there for a minute, because I was listening to myself talk. Let's talk. How about this? How about this next little topic? Because this is also a news thing that came out this week. A little bit of news thing regarding new upcoming releases. So there is the rumor, denied by SM Entertainment, of course, that Crystal of FX is going to be having a solo release in February, which is, I don't know if that's really a big deal, but I think it's a pretty big news, especially for me personally when I look at this, because is Hyoyeon from Girls' Generation like confirmed to be releasing a solo release or album, something like that, sometime this year as well? But I've been a super huge fan of like all of the solo releases that have come out from these members of SM groups. So whether that's, everyone from Girls' Generation or whoever, including Jessica. I've been super super stoked with it. Not to mention, SM Entertainment, I think last year just like slayed everybody else as far as putting out music that is good and different. I mean, YG and all this, YG was also up there, but SM was. I mean, I think that they're going to be, I guess as always, the company that's pushing K-pop into the future in a way. So that is that, and I think me personally is when it comes to these SM solos is like blow up every single group, break them all up, and give them all solo releases. We could have 12 solo releases every single year, one every month. Cool, because they're all really really great. I mean, and I don't know. Of course, it's me being selfish and wanting to hear all of the guys and girls from SM sing on their own. But I mean, in 2016 they've all been super top notch. So okay, question from Hugo Mendoza: do you think AOA is going downhill? That's a difficult question for me to answer, really, because I really enjoy AOA. I like their sound and their style from before or from around their debut time. Of course, the whole band concept thing was really really awesome, and then they changed up to the girl group thing, which was also it wasn't bad. It was good when it first started. Then it got kind of stale and old. With the last couple of releases, I really didn't like Heart Attack, I believe is what it was. The lacrosse game based video. Really did not like that. But all of their albums have been, the album tracks, the album tracks have been pretty okay. And then, I mean, I think that they were going downhill before their last album, before Good Luck was released. And then Good Luck came back, and I was like, wow, they're back. It's great. This is something that is, familiar and awesome, right? And of course, the entire album was super super solid, as they usually are. And then they come back to this with their full length album, right? Angel's Knock. Which when I had seen that they were going to go back to Brave Brothers to produce one of the songs, I was like, God, but like Brave Brothers is like generic. The music isn't good. It isn't. I mean, it isn't bad, but it isn't good either. It's just generic. But like, fuck. It's just really kind of. That it was kind of disappointing, but turns out that I think that he had some involvement in the production of Excuse Me, which is my favorite promotion song off of this album. The other song is boring as all hell. I've even forgotten that it existed. What other song did they release next to Excuse Me? I don't even remember. And the album has a couple good songs on it. Has a couple songs that are like exceptionally good, but the rest of it is just like kind of normal average AOA kind of stuff. So I mean, ultimately I think that at the very worst, I wouldn't say that AOA is going downhill. I just think that they've kind of stagnated a little bit, and they're not going anywhere to develop their music or anything like that, which sucks because they're just stuck putting out girl group shit. And, that's not what they were. And when they changed up to do that, that's not what FNC said that they were going to be forever. That it was at the time that it was just going to be a thing that they go with until they become popular enough. And who knows? I do not know anymore, what the future of the group holds, but it's getting increasingly boring, I guess you can say. Still good, but ultimately, like, I don't give a crap about AOA past a month, because again, going back to SM and all these solos, which I would love to see Crystal have a solo release as well. I would love to see Crystal, all kinds of people have a solo release. SM, YG, whoever else has just been releasing music that's exponentially better than AOA. So I mean, that's my opinion, right? And then of course that just comes down to, what how I think the quality of the music is, not like whether or not the fans actually like it, because people like it and stuff. But I don't know. But I also have heard, I don't pay attention to any of this stuff, but I also have heard that AOA's recent release is not doing too hot either, unfortunately for them. Which, I guess that right there is a pretty clear indication that maybe they're going downhill. You can't really argue with the numbers. I mean, I could say all day that, their music or their group's music is like the best that they've ever released, but if their sales are down from where they were at previously, then group's dying. It would seem. Yeah, I do know what the name of what the name of the song is. I'm just making a joke because it was super forgettable. Bing Bing is a super forgettable song. I mean, we've had what, NCT, Day 6, Shinhwa, a bunch of other groups, April, Cosmic Girls, who've all released songs that are more interesting than that one. So that's that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of curious now that how far back, how what is the time gap between you and I? Because, like, of course, what the difference is here to the chat? Because yeah, I feel like the gap's got to be a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. Hmm. Anyway, while we let's just break up the K-pop topics and let's talk about the weather. Well, or mention the weather, I should say, because the last 2 days here it's been below freezing, which is fun. It's always fun for me for being someone who's a native of Southern California, where below it being below freezing, um, as far as like the air temperature and stuff like that, is it's awful. It's miserable. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. But I mean, I'm glad that I don't live any further north than I do, because it could be so much worse. It could be so much worse. Ooh, I got a good one. I got a good one. I got a good little thing. Let's let's talk. Let's see what you guys think of what do you guys think of this? It's Ailey. It definitely is Ailey, judging by the people who are promoting it. But this single released, this U.S. single, whatever, from, was it Aileen, Alien, whatever you want to call her, who just released her solo single debut U.S. thing. She's a famous singer, new name. So what do you guys think about that? Because I've already had a little short discussion, Twitter exchange with one person that I follow on Twitter about it. and that person is a little teeny tiny bit let down by it, a little disappointed. Okay, so to get an actual real idea of what the difference is between what just started snowing. Oh yeah, no, that's not too far back. Okay. 30 seconds maybe? I don't know specifically, whatever. But oh Jesus. Yeah, it snowed like maybe an inch where I live, and that was it. And it was good. I was off. I didn't have to work that day, so it was cool. I didn't even have to like even think about going outside or driving or anything like that, cuz I'd rather just avoid all snow. But anyway, who if anybody has heard the new song yeah, that US debut or whatever from Ailey, like that song called Fallback. Cuz I listened to it, well, now is probably about an hour ago, and as I said, I kind of exchanged some tweets with the person that I follow. We're kind of like Twitter buddies and stuff. And the person's a pretty big fan of Ailey, and this individual kind of a little let down by it. And I honestly do have to kind of agree with this person's general feeling of the song, because I listened to it and I think like it's a great song. I really enjoyed listening to it, but having listened to her music that she's released as a solo singer in Korea, it's not even at the same level in any way as her solo music in Korea. Yeah, she released a solo single song for her US debut. Hold on, let me I will link it in the chat for you. No, shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Anyway, my general feeling on that song is like, hey, it's a good song, but it's just pretty much like your generic Western kind of pop song, which is like cool, but she can do like something that's much more powerful and more bold than what was released, because it's like I said, just kind of generic, you know. Like it might be, it's very possible, and I definitely do see that it's going to do particularly well. People are going to like it. She's got the backing of that K-pop community to push it further than it might otherwise go, and it's all good. She's all set up for a relatively decent amount of success for it. But ultimately, as I said, as someone who is kind of a fan of her, kind of a big fan, I should say, for me personally and other people that I've kind of talked to a little bit, it's like they just generally think that it could have been a much, much better song. But I don't know. But as I said, like, I mean, this is the thing, is like I don't even know. It's whatever. As I already basically said everything that I really have got to say about that. It's just kind of like cool. It's good, but it could be better. Honestly, so I don't really have any sort of complaints. Taking a conservative and a conservative approach to that, to the to entering. Yeah, see, right. That's what I think too. I just want to call you Bobby Rhodes. I'm gonna call you Bobby Rhodes. I don't even care if that's backwards. We're gonna be Bobby Rhodes because Bobby's your first name, Rhodes is your last name. That's the way it's gonna go. But yeah, I mean, it's like it's all right. It's not bad, but oh Jesus, don't even know. Stop that internet. We're going back to oh Jesus. We're going back. All right, so we got one person who thinks it's okay. We got one person who does not like it, and the stream is cutting out. Cool. Awesome. Once again, we're having issues. We went a good like I think what half hour, maybe 20 minutes without any problems. That was a good period in time. I like that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not like I'm pretty as I said and all that. I'm pretty underwhelmed with it. Like it's like I said, it's kind of like whatever. It's a song. It's not good. It's not bad. I don't have any reason to like really dislike it, but I don't have a reason to really like it. So that's that. So oh Jesus, man. See when the stream gets all interrupted like that. Um, you talking about Bonus Baby? Is that who you're talking about? Bobby Rhodes. I see. I didn't even know that they'd released their song because it came out what the first. I didn't even realize that it was released. 'Cause I think it's Bonus Baby. I do believe that is. Do you believe that is the group? Um. So I don't know. I don't have an opinion. I really don't. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Because I'm trying to think, because I don't really know a whole lot about this group. I don't really care about the group, like I said. Um, but I think what is it? Their youngest member or something like that is what like 14 years old or something like that, right? Which like I don't know, is not. I don't think that's necessarily. Yeah, the lag. It's gonna come and go. It's gonna be a thing every once in a while. But yeah, so that group. So so instead of just talking about a general group, how about we just talk about an age of an idol? How about that? That sounds like a decent idea. So because like I said, I do believe, and I have heard right because it's probably the most outrageous thing that people can find about the group is that their youngest member is like 14 years old or something like that, which is like it. I don't know. See, like, and that's the thing is, like, I don't really have any sort of super strong opinion on that one way or another. I don't really have a super strong opinion on anything, at least that I will, or very many things that I will really share. Just because I really, when I make my videos and I talk about things, like, I would like to be, as neutral and stuff as possible. So being super super young, I don't necessarily think is a bad thing. Being that young, again, I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. um I do believe, who is it, IU started out that young. She's turned out to be okay. I guess, although I guess the image that she had to go with for as long as she did has been a detriment in the long term. um So there's that. It's not they're like actually 12, like legitimately 12, or are you like exaggerating their age? I'm gonna go Google this. Okay, average age 15, 97, 98, 99, 2016, 2001, 15, 15, 15. Their age is 15. What the fuck is the problem with that? There's no problem. No problem with that. The youngest two members of the group are 15. They were born in 2001. Like maybe that's a year or something like that before before the girls normally make a debut, but there's nothing to be outraged about, I don't think. I mean, shit, it makes me feel old, but but that's the way it's gonna go. Just watch. I'll be some 50 million-year-old man, and there'll be people, idols making a debut who were born in 2017, and I'll be like, damn, remember when I was like when I was making reaction videos and I'm doing other big crazy things. I don't think that their age is bad or that they're super super crazy young. Maybe they're a little tiny bit on the young age, but 17, isn't that the Yeah, wasn't that the dude from was it One Punch or something like that? Was it Punch and Samuel? Were the two kids' names? I don't know. See, like like I don't really have a serious. I just realized I think isn't One Punch an anime? Because I just heard that played back to me on the stream. Anyway, um, I don't know. I mean, I don't. I'm not one to get outraged over age because unless they start working the kids to death and stuff, then that's when I have an issue with it, I guess. But I mean, shit, whatever. I mean, like I said, I don't. There's no. I don't have any reason to be outraged or upset or irritated or annoyed or anything like that until there is an actual reason. I'm not going to be. I'm not going to presume that bad things are going to be happening or that it's going to be a bad thing for this kid if they start releasing music, singing or whatever. It's like anybody actually bothered that Little Psy has released like 3 or 4 songs since Gangnam Style came out? Is anyone bothered about that? I don't think anyone actually cares that Little Psy exists. And I think he might have just recently, released another song and music video just recently. He's definitely probably not even a teenager yet. It very well could be. We have the Google machine, and we can search. We definitely can search. 95, 96, 96, 97, 98, 99, 99, 99, 2001. Nope. Well, Somi's 15. Um, Somi is the youngest in I don't remember. Those dudes released one song and then they were done. So that's all that I know. Um, but yes, Somi was born in 2001. She's the youngest member in that group, which again, I don't think that's really an issue either because it's 15, 16 years old at this point. 15 at the time that IOI was promoting. Which, I mean, if she wasn't in IOI, she'd have been a trainee for another year or two, probably. So, you know, that's the thing. Oh, Jesus. So, again, not really a, issue. Because I think that it gets, starts getting a bit, weird. And, maybe I might have some reservations and stuff if they got a little younger than that. But, like I said, up until I'm given a reason to express displeasure and stuff, have no reason to believe that it's bad. So yeah, that's really all I got. Have I been streaming for like an hour or 50 minutes or 45? I don't even know. I think that my continuous video that I've got for this stream has been 53 minutes, but I don't know. Anyway, we've probably got another 15 minutes to go before I'm gonna shut it down for the night. My goal for the year, as I also said in my video where I set my goals for 2017, is to have 50 of these live chats over the year, and the idea is for these to be at around 9 p.m. every Saturday evening. So if you are able to watch it, you should watch it. If you're not, then sorry. But of course, these will always be available on replay as well. So that's also definitely an option. But yeah, I don't know how much. We'll go for another 15 minutes. How about that? So I got maybe one more topic, one more question from you guys that you possibly have got, that you want to hear what I have to say, think about it, or you want to have a little back and forth chat with me about it. Whatever it is, anything. Could be K-pop, could be personal even. If you want to ask me a personal question, go ahead, go for it. Do it. Don't even care. Do I think the BP Rania can succeed? Flat out, like, I don't want to say definitively. I don't want to give a definitive answer because, of course, I do not know. But based off of past performances and previous history that DR Music has got, I will say I do not think that they will. I think that BP Rania is going to flop once again. Well, maybe not flop. Also, maybe not once again. But I do not have a very much confidence that their next comeback is going to have the same lineup that they do for this release. That's what I think. So succeed in the essence in the essence that Ronnie is going to be able to release a seventh album as like with a seventh different lineup, then yeah, maybe they'll succeed, because DR Music has done a fantastic job of scraping together a bunch of girls to form a girl group for a release and do that. So it's been okay, but I'm not gonna say equivocally, is that even the right word? I don't know, but I'm not going to say with certainty whether they will or will not. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that Rania will or BP Rania, because they're not Rania anymore? Do you think they'll succeed? Do you think they'll be able to, like, at the very least maintain what they have got? Oh my god. Anyone else got anything else? Anything else? Yep. That is basically what I think as well. That they have got potential, that they've got potential, but the company just sucks terribly. They are no good. That is 100% what I think. Oh, fun fact. My first video of the year hit, or my first video to hit 1,000 views has been my day 6 reaction, and I'm only about another 100 total views roughly from it reaching 2,000 in about 24 hours. Which is pretty fucking good for me, man. I'm pretty stoked about that. It feels looking at my live view count that I got going, that it took 6 days for YouTube to start favoring my videos a little bit more over other people. That's what it feels like. But then again, maybe it's just like Jesus Christ. Yes, it does depend on if DR lets her become a part of the freaking group. Like that's the entire part of what I was most irritated with their last song. It's like not even like whether or not I think that the song is good or not, but it all came down to the fact that, like, I just didn't feel like she was freaking included with or even really considered to be, a member of the group. Like, she was barely in the music video, and she was, of course, made out to be like she was some featured artist. Like, she wasn't really truly a part of the group, even though, of course, we know that she is. And so, my age, I am 24 years old. I'm like many, many K-pop idols senior. I'd say about 50% of them being generous to me. Hopefully that picks up where I just answered that. I don't even know if that picked that up, but I'm 24 years old. Just to repeat that once again. right, five total viewers. We're at the highest, well, highest view count I've had all freaking night, which is cool. Thanks for joining. If you're new, drop a greeting or something in the chat if you want. You don't have to. I don't mean to call you out. If you just want to like lurk and watch, then that's cool. But yeah, maybe, possibly, I think 5 more minutes on the stream. Well, we're gonna do 5 more minutes. So if you got one more question, one final question, this is the last call for questions and discussion that I've got for tonight. We will be back next week. Hopefully the internet will be cooperating with me and stuff. I'll have everything figured out. So yeah, questions and answers. Big questions, small questions, personal questions, K-pop questions. I don't care. Whatever it is, of course, I can say I don't want to answer that. Come on, please, internet. See, I don't think that the girls' generation needs to do anything. That they're basically finished. Since Jessica left or was removed or kicked out of the group, whatever way you want to say it, I think that the group's been basically dead since then. Since that moment, that was it. They were done. That was the begin of their decline. And I mean, not releasing anything for a whole year is no bueno. I don't care who you are. I mean, like, I don't have any sort of like dislike for Girls' Generation. Similarly to 21, like I said, or I was about to say, similar to 21. I'm not really a huge fan one way or another of Girls' Generation. I mean, I definitely do notice and respect their status as a group and all that. But I think I do very, very solidly believe that their time is up. And it's sad, but it's just the way that it is. And like, if my stream is lagging, I wonder what yours is. Right, so that's good. I am glad that you have been in the stream, following, listening to what I'm saying, rambling, complaining about my internet from the very start. I do appreciate all of your involvement in the community very, very much. I mean, I do, and I do agree. I do agree. Like, if they're not going to, if Girls' Generation is not going to release any new music this year, they should just finish it. They should just say that the group is done, and let the fans move on. Because I personally, of course, would rather that their fan base and stuff don't go through the what Blackjack's had to go through with YG and him and the company throwing 21 into the dungeon and just basically letting them rot and die until they put them out of their misery last year, or 6 months ago or whatever. Like I don't want another. I would really prefer another fan base to not go through that. That's just me. Just take them out back and put them down, put them out of their misery. I do agree, Kung Fu Master. 21 disbanding is very much sad. It's like I'm not really a big fan, but I gotta recognize, give some respect where it is deserved and due to that group for being as popular and as big of an influence in K-pop as they were. So it is sad to see, a group that held such a high status, finish. But every group's gonna disband at some point. You know, and I mean it's all said. Sully on Instagram. What? She's being whoever she wants to be on Instagram. Sully is. I don't give a shit. She can post whatever pictures she wants on Instagram. People, causing all this scandal and raising all kinds of hell about whatever it is that she's posting and doing. Like they're kind of like the K-pop stands. Well, they are the K-pop stands in the fact that they have like zero life. They got nothing better to do, than stock social media to drag up whatever shitty dirt that they possibly can. Concerned about what? What are they concerned about? Hold on a second. I'm doing my research here on this. I'm educating myself here on this fucking internet. Nope, I'm not. I will. Apparently, I can't browse the internet at the same time. We're doing research. Remember. I'm looking into this Instagram thing. Why people are all concerned? Cause I personally just fucking dig all the shit that she does on Instagram. Okay, why the fuck do people care? Like Jesus Christ. Okay, so her pictures, the pictures that she's posting, or people are interpreting to be sexual. Like whatever, man. Like whether they are or not. Like fuck, are you really like so up in everyone's business that you have to be like, you didn't repress your sexuality, naughty naughty, don't do that. Like what the fuck? I mean, we're all humans. It's like the basic function that we're built for. Like what the fuck is the why do people care so much? It's like they have the people that come and drag this shit up and bring it up and then use it to trash her And anybody, they have zero life. They've got nothing better to do. They come home from school, they don't do their homework apparently, and they just troll the internet to find whatever things that they can turn into some scandal and some big issue. Yeah, I don't get why people are making a big deal about it either. I mean, if there's anything that's giving her mental health issues, it's the people constantly fucking prying into her life and then assaulting her for every little thing that she does. Those are the people who are the biggest cause, and those are the people that, you know, people, you know, that like I said, are causing her the biggest issue, if there's any issue at all. So leave her alone. Leave everybody alone. Like why? I mean, I get, that she's a celebrity and all that stuff, fallen celebrity, whatever the hell you want to call her. But like everyone's got to take a step back and like have some self awareness and the realization that like if somebody else was digging into your life and interpreting your Instagram pictures and stuff in whichever way, and then making a big deal about it, they would probably be super bothered by it as well. So like I don't get why they don't see that and think about it, and then of course to the behavior that they're exhibiting. I do not understand it. I really do not understand it. I mean, see, and that's the thing is like either way, whether it's Korean again, and I guess there's always the aspect that it might be stream gun once again. We'll be back maybe eventually. Okay, the stream is resumed. Anyway, so like I was saying, I was just waiting for the stream to come back on my dashboard. But whether the people who are going berserk or being stupid about it are Korean or not, and maybe I don't get some cultural perspective of this, but again, like why do you give a shit about what someone is doing in their personal life? Of course, she's posting it on the public, but still, like why do you care so much? And ultimately, right, it just comes down to and it's the good, you know, the thing, the thought and all and the idea, fucking a. All right. Well, I just kind of pause right there because, of course, when the stream starts going all shitty, then it's distracting and it ruins my train of thought. Um, but as I was saying, like, dude, just everyone's got to have some respect for some, I guess personal boundaries. I mean, I get that it's something that's posted on, public in a public forum and all that stuff, but like, it doesn't necessarily give you the right to go prying into everyone's life. So that is that. I don't even know. I hate this shit. The internet is like my least favorite person. My internet is my least favorite person. I hate this so much, man. I gotta figure out a way to make this better and smoother and stuff because it's so frustrating on my end. I mean, I can't even imagine. All right, well, as of right now, just to not just to, but also because I've been going for over an hour. Like I said, 60 minutes, hour. It's really the length that I want to go for these things. And also because I don't want to like actually punch my computer screen and break it. It's very expensive. It's very nice. Um, I don't want to like fucking crack it straight in half, like I'm about to do. Also just burn the house down and not even have to worry about the internet here anymore. That's also a thing. So I'm going to just sign off, close it off. That's gonna be it for the live chat for the week. I do appreciate everyone who came out and watched and communicated and stuff like that. It was awesome. We had some. I at least think that I talked, said some good things, and had some good discussion. I hope that you got something valuable out of this as well, and that you will come back next week. So, bye. I guess that's all I got. I don't even know. I'm sorry. I gotta develop a little way to close this out, like I do with every other video that I normally upload. This is new territory for me. I've only done this a couple times in the past, so please forgive me. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Hit me up on Twitter. Of course, Twitter, Instagram, whatever the hell you want to follow me on. If you don't already, tell me how much you enjoyed it. If you did, if you didn't, what I could do better. Probably my internet. So I'm just gonna end it there. Thanks for coming out, and I will see you next week.